No, you can't turn your phone. Do like this? What is it? That? I don't know.
That's okay.
Rotate it. You gotta do like this. Yeah, you gotta do it. I guess they say you gotta do it like that. Anyway. Alright, good. What's going on, people? Okay, we tried to do it the other way, but apparently it's not working.
Yeah.
But
Hi.
just waiting for y'all to jump in. We're just doing a quick pop-up live here. Just some thoughts we were talking about. We just wanna share.
Actually, we should be sleeping now.
Yeah, it's a holiday,
It's a holiday, but Darren Wilson just
you gotta share with the people.
woke me up with some thoughts.
I know. I didn't wake you up. We were already up and we were talking. So we were like, you know something, let's do a pop-up like we never did one of these before. It was always planned. So now we just decided to, bring some of that discussion to the public forum. And then
Hi.
So who's coming in? See Denicia Martinez watching. Denicia, what's going on? Ruthie Chandler.
Denicia.
Yeah, she's in. Julius Thomas is in. Theodore DeWeaver is in.
Happy Labor Day. Hi.
Right. Oh yeah, it's a holiday here. So that's why it's a lazy day for us.
See? No makeup, no nothing. Darren, I wasn't prepared for this.
Yeah, that's the point. It's more authentic when it's like this. Alright, just gonna wait for a few more minutes, let some people jump in, then we're gonna just get straight into it, and then we'll be back to our our restful holiday celebration. Alright. Sidoni Kanslart. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Right. She gave me a. Wait, was it her? No, it wasn't her. That was somebody else.
Just sent a heart.
Rondi Isles is in. Thank you for
Hi,
coming.
Nadia, Boyrod.
All right.
So.
All right. So what we were discussing. What's going on, Michelette?
Hi.
Hope you're enjoying your Labor Day today, this holiday. Right. So what we were discussing this morning was seeing that we are business owners. We own Quick2U, which is the #1 time-saving delivery service on the island of St. Martin.
Yeah, if you haven't liked our page as yet, please go and do so as soon as this live is over. It's simple. Type Quick2U delivery services, and once you type Quick2U, you'll see it pop up. And just like it, and then share it, and use us in the near future. We're open tomorrow, starting from 8 o'clock.
Right.
So.
Right. So and then we were just speaking and talking and planning and casting and talking about some of the things that we learned, and one of the things that came up is the fact that eventually well, we've seen it already, but eventually competition is going to increase, and one of the things that we why are you doing that? One of the things we
I don't know if one of our competitors is on, so I just want to let them know I see them. I see you.
Right. Okay.
We love you, but we see you.
We love you, but we see you. Oh, that wasn't really the point, but yeah, we love you and we see you. But anyway, one of the things that we were talking about is how to handle competition, and one of the things that I was saying is that for me personally, I don't see competition as anything that is to intimidate me or us. And this is a business tip. I don't see competition as anything that is intimidating, because and a lot of times people view competition as bad, because it seemingly highlights all of the inconsistencies and the weaknesses in a business. But I honestly don't see it that way. I actually see competition as a force for good for my business, because it actually shows me that that imitation is the best form of flattery. That's one, and two, it also shows that there's always an area that can be improved in my business that can only be highlighted when somebody else is competing against me, and it gives me opportunity to become creative and to become more innovative in how I execute the day-to-day operations of the business.
Right.
So I think good morning, Sharika,
Hi,
Jossie, what's going
Sharika.
on?
I can't
Thank you
see
for
this
coming
baby
in.
yet,
But it's
but I trust that the baby's doing well.
uh,
Yeah.
so yeah. So that's what I wanted to that's what we were talking about. And then going through social media and Instagram, we saw
Yeah.
a lot of competing businesses. Like she said, we see you, not in our industry only, but in other industries as well. And we just took some time to encourage some of our friends who have businesses in competing industries to not view competition as something that is detrimental.
Right.
You know, so yeah, competition it only works when you have a competitive advantage. If in your competition you don't discover an advantage that you have over the other, then what's going to end up happening is that you're going to fall prey to the 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 discouragement that the competitors bring and the competition brings. So you have to look at competition as the avenue for you to develop a competitive advantage, and don't be afraid of it, because that's the only way your business can grow. Your business can't grow without competition, because competition forces you to think outside the box.
Right. And we usually remain stagnant, as I was telling some other business partners this morning. We usually, sometimes we must be honest with ourselves. Sometimes we remain stagnant because we're doing so well at the level that we're at, until when competitors step in and they take it up a notch. Or even sometimes some of them are not even doing that. It's just they're busy copying that. It makes you even feel good about where you're at, because it's like, yeah, they're copying us, but they're not as good as us. So what are you going to do? Are you going to remain prideful in the level that you're at and just say, well, you know what, at least they're not us, or they're trying to be us? Or are you going to use that opportunity to say, well, you know what, although I'm very confident in the level in which I am at, but I still think that this is a sign that I need to either step it up a bit, or go beyond the box that I put myself in, to target another group, expand my network, different things like that. So that's the advantage that we're talking about. What are you doing when you observe that more competitors are coming into the arena? Are you going to build up resistance or animosity, or what was that other thing that people usually do? They kind of like start bullying, their other competitors in the market. But that's not the idea. The idea is, okay, as they are coming in, that means I need to make room so that they can also shine, and now I need to move on so that I can begin to shine in other areas, or other levels, at other
Right.
levels.
Right.
So there is enough, as we always say, there's enough
For
for
everybody.
everybody. But the problem comes when you remain put and you decide that I'm not moving, I'm not going to change what we do, I am not going to change my the focus of my brand or my target group, because I was here first. Sometimes we have that mentality, I was here first, so everybody else that comes after me, they're not legit. But that's not necessarily true. As long as people are alive, as long as new babies are being born, new ideas are also going to come. And that also means that maybe your ideas are outdated, so you need to work on that.
That's right.
That also means that because of new generation of ideas coming in, they are going to target the present generation. So that means I may have to go more, a little bit more into the future, and tap into certain things that I have not been able to tap into because I was comfortable at where I'm at. So the I think that the problem is, because of competition, we become discouraged because we don't want to go beyond what we've worked so hard to build for the last 10 years. And that's a challenge that all business persons need to admit. We don't want to think outside of the box anymore. I've done that just so that I can reach to where I'm at. Now you're telling me that because new persons are coming on the market, I have to continue doing that?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every single day.
Because business is really about our change. Actually, not business. Staying in business is about being adaptable and being conformable. Is that a word? I'm not even sure. Is conformable a word? Maybe. I don't know. If it's not, I just coined it. But that's basically what it is. Staying in business is about being able to change. And if your ability to change is hindered, then you're not going to be in business long. And again, competition is what forces that change. Because if you really think about it, if you're in an industry and you're the only one in that industry, then really and truly there's no room for you to grow because there's no one else to come to show you or to push your envelope for you to be able to see that, listen, hey, I can probably do this better. Case in point is what happened. Everybody knows what happened with Blockbuster and Netflix. Blockbuster was the biggest boy in the market, and Netflix came in and caused the market to change. Blockbuster didn't want to adapt to the market, and now they are bankrupt. They're obsolete, and Netflix is now worth over $1 billion, if I'm not mistaken. So somewhere up there. So that is what happens when competition enters, and you view competition as either A, not worth your time, or B, not worth your time, but B,
Sorry.
yeah, sorry about that. Not worth your time, or B, not worthy of being enough to cause you to be concerned to the point where it causes you to change.
Right.
So don't be afraid of competition, man. I mean, and it's easy. It's easy. Trust me, it is easy because it happened to me. It happened to us. When we started Quick to You, and then we saw a whole set of other couriers still come on the scene, and we were like, man, what are we going to do? But it forced us now to create a competitive advantage, and that is where the slogan "Saving You Time" came from. The number one time saving delivery service on the island. That's where that came from, because we realized that every other courier company does the same thing. They deliver letters, they deliver packages, food and whatnot. But our niche, or our slogan, or the thing that made us stand apart from the competition, or our competitive advantage, was the fact that we save you time.
Right.
And we get our stuff done as efficiently and as quickly as possible. Just Monday, I had someone, I did a job for a particular establishment, and when we got it done, they were like, wait, but that was really quick. And all I did was point to the logo on my shirt and said, you see that name? We stand by that name.
Right.
And they were like, yeah, makes sense. So that is our competitive advantage. Now, we're not negating the fact that there are other competitors out there. All right, they are. And I know of several of them. I see them all the time. But our competitive advantage is that we are as quick as circumstances will allow. And if that is not possible, another part of our competitive advantage is that we let everybody know that this is what's going on. So you have to find a way within competition to carve out an advantage for yourself within that competition, so that your clients know that you are on top of your game, that you are comfortable enough with the competition that you can stand out and stand apart, and that your competitors are not threatened by you. Yeah, my hand is hurting, that's why. That your competitors are not threatened, quote unquote, by you, because you're going to take a little bit of their market share, because like I said, there's enough for everybody there. Even though we're the number one courier service on the island of St. Martin, it's impossible for us to handle everybody. And we know that. And we know that. So we're not insecure. And that's another thing about competition. Competition highlights the insecurity in yourself, where you are insecure about certain of your business operations, or your business administration, or even in your marketing, or even in your sales tactics. Competition highlights that insecurity, and that is something that you have to deal with as a business owner. If you are insecure, then business is not for you, because it forces you out of your comfort zone, and it forces you to be able to realize and understand that, listen, there is more. There is enough, and I don't have to be insecure by trying to imitate what I see, but trying to create a unique advantage for my business.
And also remaining focused, because sometimes what we observe is that because people are so moved by their competitors, you can easily fall in a trap of being all over the place. So basically, if you see delivery service 1 doing A, B, and C, then you automatically now want to start C 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then delivery 2 comes with 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you jump on 10, 11, 12. So you're all over the
that's
place.
a good point.
People can't find you.
Yeah.
And they can't trace you.
That's a good point.
So competition works in your disadvantage if you're easily moved by
distracted.
Right, easily distracted. Everything that everybody else doing, you find another way to do it, either similar or just a little edge differently, and that's a problem as well. So allow you to remain focused, and also allow you to, although you're remaining focused, to grow in that area of focus.
Right. Yep. So I don't think there's anything else that we need to say on this live. That was just something that we were discussing. And again, and this is something that if you're in business as a couple, this is something that you probably should practice. Granted, sometimes life gets busy and you don't get the time to do it as often as you should. But being that today is a holiday,
take some time.
She's off today. So we were like, something. And we were just, and sometimes these conversations are just organic. It's not even something planned. And then we were like, something, this information is really good. Let's do a live.
Yeah. My eyebrows and thing not even in shape.
Listen, you wouldn't even imagine the prep work that I had to go into doing this pop-up live.
Really? Don't worry, this guy. This guy is telling no.
She wanted to go put on makeup. She wanted to go, and I was like,
I didn't.
But you wanted to. That's the point. Okay. You see. So anyway.
But they didn't have to know that.
Well, I'm telling them now.
They don't want to know.
But they sharing their time with us, so it's important to let the people know what we went through. Davia is on. Yeah, hey Davia, Louis Jeffers, Tanya, Jimmy Saint-Sine. Mother Abraham, Naomi, Ezekiel, just going back to all the people who came on, Paul Kin, Akin Ram. Yeah, thank you all for coming on. We appreciate it. But yeah, that was something that we just wanted to jump on real quick and share. Send us some hearts,
send us some love now.
Yeah, if y'all like this information, if this was cool, just let us know, maybe now and again we do some pop-up lives or something like that. So, we can help you all. Louis Jeffers, yes sir. This is the gentleman from Accessible Ventures.
Hi.
I appreciate you, sir. Your business concept is amazing. I love it.
Oh yes.
I love it.
Thank
keep
you
pushing.
For the hearts.
Keep pushing.
Any questions? Yeah, shoot your questions.
Well, yeah, I've come to for real. And any questions?
Any comments?
You're still cute there, natural beauty.
If Sharika say I'm still cute, then you know it's legit.
You see? So I keep trying to tell her this, but I guess
she's a beauty queen, Papa.
I guess she had to hear it from somebody else, right? Anyway.
Yes, go and follow Louis Jeffers. That's the guy you was talking about.
Yeah, Louis Jeffers.
Yeah, partner with him. When are we coming back to? Oh, girl, whenever Louisiana wants us to come.
Well, yeah.
That'd be good. Why not?
All right, so just send up your questions. Hi, any questions, any comments, anything you want to know. Let us know, man. We're on for Nika Peterson. Auntie Nika, I love you. Hey, Auntie Nika, how you doing? How's Dushi Corsao?
So yeah, just whatever questions or comments you may have, that's fine. You can let them roll in.
Yeah, and also don't forget to share. Because we know that information is king. and the more information you have, the better you are at in executing whatever it is you were supposed to execute.
Just don't ask us about our son. He's fine.
Yeah, he's fine. You hearing him, but
fine.
He's
and
okay.
We are just having mommy and daddy time right now. Minus being on Facebook Live, but
it's okay. We're good. We are good.
Anyway.
Huh? Well, 14 people that were on. If there's no questions, hey Douglas.
How are you?
What's going on, fam? Over there in Harlem, I believe it is, right? Harlem, New York. All right. Any questions? Anything else you want to say?
Oh, be original.
Oh Lord.
Be original. Be
what?
Original, guys. In this market, I'm realizing that we are in a serious crisis. At least on St. Martin, I can't speak for other places.
Originality.
Of creatives and being original. I don't know what's going on with us. If you're gonna be a competitor, don't be a salty one. As we mentioned, competition is important. It's healthy. We spoke about the advantage of it, but my God, for the love of God, don't be a salty competitor. We're not here to tear down each other. We're just here to, bring a new way or a different way or target a different group in areas that we are or the market area that we are in. Okay, so we have no problem with other delivery services coming up. That's not a problem. We love it. As we are saving people time, maybe you'll be saving people gas, for example.
Yeah, something like that.
But
the end result is a win-win for everybody.
Right. So let's not be salty. Let's not be tearing down each other. You will never find Team Quick to You doing any of those things. There are people that sometimes want deliveries at a certain time or certain day, and we refer them to other delivery companies if we can, because it's, as we mentioned, there's enough for everybody, but what makes you shine and people look at these things is how well you can be confident in what you do. And when you know that you cannot meet the demands of people, you can refer them to who can. Because the end goal is you got to be client-centered. I want you to get the help that you need. So if I know that I'm not the one for you,
I'm going to send you to somebody else.
Send you over to somebody else.
And that also shows your client that you can be trusted and you're mature enough to not, and that you're not greedy. And that, and because it allows clients to trust you, because trust is a major factor.
Yeah.
And if they can trust you with something as small as, okay, so I'm being honest and saying, okay, this is something I can't handle, but this is someone else that can do it, then, you're probably going to get more business from that particular person. And there was a question I saw from Ardwell.
Yeah, what's the longest you stood
in traffic for delivery?
Mr. MP.
What was the longest I ever stood in traffic for delivery? That would have to. Yeah.
As long as it's really long, Mr. MP, the time that we don't want you to have to experience.
Ooh, that's it. You see why
we don't want you to experience that. We don't want to traumatize you with that.
You see that?
With the heat and the traffic, bumper to bumper experience, road rage of other people. Listen, you won't be able to imagine how long we stand in line and still manage to save you time.
Well, I don't think I need to answer that question. She answered it already. I saw what's his name? Douglas say you'll be out here in July, out here in St. Martin, bro, or in the Caribbean. Let me know.
Mr. Douglas, whenever you come with your beautiful wife, please let us know in advance so we can set up a live and have some nice discussions.
Yeah, man, that'll be cool. We can do that.
Sharika says, yes, no salty competition, no time for high blood pressure.
Yeah. So be original, guys. I mean, this and I okay. Let me just qualify this statement. I understand, with competition, for you to begin you're going to have to copy somebody. You're going to have to copy a business model or business format or business idea. You're going to, because to begin, you have to start with a platform. But as you grow and develop, that is when your ingenuity and your creativity should begin to kick in. I don't say that was a political answer.
Ardwell, I'm Mr. Ardwell.
You're learning from the
MP,
best, man.
We're learning from the best. We're learning, man.
Yeah. So your own ingenuity and your own creativity should begin to kick in after a while. Now, how long that while is, I'm not sure. It's different for different business ideas, different business models. But after a while, your own ingenuity and creativity should kick in. So you no longer have to copy to compete. You should be able to now, again, carve out your own competitive advantage.
Right.
So that you are able to now complement, I don't want to say compete, but complement other delivery services, or for us as example, complement other delivery services or other businesses within your niche or within your industry, right?
So what do you think about sharing, because this is all fine and dandy because we're on social media, so we could try to make people believe anything we want them to believe, which is not the case, but you get what I'm saying. But if a competitor comes up to you and asks you for like information, hey, Darren Wilson, I see that you're the number one delivery company service on the island, which is true. Give me some tips on certain things, because I'm now, I'm thinking about, working in that area. I have a great business idea, give me some points, some ideas, how did you start and stuff like that. Would you feel comfortable sharing that kind of information?
Of course I would. I mean, the thing about sharing information is that you have to know what information you want to share. And that's where it helps to have a plan, or at least I have a plan when persons come to me for ideas and advice. I have a plan of what to tell them, like general things, and, sensitive information, like, for example, my price list. That is something that I don't tell any and everybody. If they ask me, how much do you charge and whatnot, I would tell them, well, something. This is something that we work very hard on, and it's subject to change. So I can tell you one price now, and then today could be something different. Those kind of answers help you retain the confidentiality and the sensitivity of your information. But general idea or general information about starting a business, what do you think about starting? What's your market for it? Your idea? What's your strategy for executing that idea? Because I always say this, there's no shortage of ideas, but the difference between a great idea and a profitable idea is execution. So you can come to me with all the great ideas in the world, and people tell me their ideas all the time, but the difference between your idea being profitable and my idea being profitable is execution. And that is where a lot of people actually drop the ball, simply because they don't want to execute, or they don't know how to execute. And that is something that when they come to me, or when people come to me and ask me, I always ask that question: what is your plan for execution? Because when we started Quick to You, quick backstory, Quick to You didn't really start when you saw Quick to You.
No.
Quick to You, you saw Quick to You after the groundwork was already laid in 2017. But Quick to You, the groundwork was laid in 2015. So that's when I did all of the business models, the scenarios, and building the platform to be able to execute. So I had a plan and a strategy in place already to execute, just waiting on the right moment. And the right moment just happened to have been after I got terminated and after Hurricane Irma. So sometimes you put the plan in place, but you have to wait for the proper timing to execute. Because another thing with ideas is, aside from execution, is timing. Because you can execute an idea in horrible timing and it still be a flop. Right. So these are all things that I would share with persons when they come to me asking me for ideas. But sensitive information, because you still, even though there's room for everybody, you still have to be careful with people who don't have your best interest at heart, or for people who don't who are not really there for you. I mean, you know a lot of people, but a lot of people ain't your friends, and that's just the clear cut truth. So always be wary of people like that. Don't be afraid to share information, because information is key. Don't ever be afraid to share information, but just be aware of what information you're sharing.
Right.
Did I answer your question?
Yeah, I just don't the part with the pricing. I don't. Maybe you need to elaborate on that a little, because I think that's one of the less secretive things out there, because people are constantly calling and asking, hey, what's the price to do this, that you have to share it. I mean,
yeah, you have to share, but what I meant by that is, if you that is not something that, okay, let me say it, that's not something that I am broadcasting, you know, because you still have to be wary of the fact that people may want to undercut the market.
right.
You see? And sometimes just to get in, people may drop their price. Because I know photographers, especially on the island, that is something they complain about. You know, other people coming in charging way below standard industry standard prices for their shoots, and then the ones who actually have quality pictures are forced to adjust their prices to that level when they know that the quality is worth so much more. So,
and that is why we build within our team the importance of communication, because you can get so much more out of the needs of your clients by just having conversations about your product, whatever that is. So don't be too quick to, okay, they ask you, okay, how much to do so and so, and you just, well, that's $3. They'll say, okay, thank you, and they're gone. But find a way through their question to find a way how you can discuss about the product, the extent that you can go to ensure that their needs are met. What else again? Finding out the source of their need, because it can stem from a problem. Sometimes when people come to us, they give us like a whole story of what happened, or the experience they're trying to create, different things like that, and it helps us to like build a conversation and understand them and meet them at their needs. So sometimes the price may be quoted, but then we can do a little more than what they ask for based on the situation around their need. And it eventually it's like, that's it, that's all you charge, because they saw that you were interested in hearing them, not just ending where they asked or what they asked, but you were going a little further in your conversation, a little further in trying to tap into what they want, and also making proposals, making offerings and different things about your services and stuff like that. Sometimes people tell us, listen, we just want to eat, for example. And then we give them options. We say, okay, well, right now we're in the area of Colby, and you can choose from KFC, Burger King, so and so. So we let them know, listen, whatever you want, we can make that possible for you. Some of them don't even know what they want to eat when they call us. They're like, quick to you, I'm so hungry. You could deliver for me? Sure. I give them a list of things that we can do, that we can deliver. Would you like a drink with that? Would you like ice cream with that? Would you like... So that helps them to feel comfortable with having a discussion with us, because they feel like you care about their hunger needs more than you care about just quoting the delivery
getting
price.
The price, right?
You understand?
Again,
so that was just to tap off from, spring off from what you mentioned about the pricing. It's not necessarily that people need you to just quote a price, or they want to take your price and run with it, because your price is, everybody would know eventually how much you charge for certain things. But before the price is quoted, what's the experience that they have with you, to enable them to pay whatever you ask for?
Right.
Yeah.
Whew.
So yeah.
Why you hit my leg?
Why you have your leg on me?
Because
Is not
it's
that
my
kind
leg.
of life.
I paid for this leg with my life. What's your problem?
All you want to see, he got his leg all over me here.
I can do that. Okay, that's why you're married.
I can't stay focused on the
Hello. We're on camera. Take it easy. All right. so yeah. Facebook Live. Okay. Whoa, it's been a half an hour already. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. You see. So
that's it. That was for
if
free.
If there's any more, yeah, that one was for free. If there's any more questions, Sharika talking about food. Well, it's a holiday, Sharika, so Quick Tea won't be able to do that for you today.
Yes.
We are in a room,
Utica.
We are in a room, as
She's
you can clearly see.
She's telling us get a room. We are in a room.
Delano Clark, thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate it. Natasha Ortega. Keisha, what's going on? Doniel, Adelina, Douglas said, yeah, he'll be in St. Martin. We can definitely. All right, man. So, but what you can do, you can DM me all the details, and then we can set it up, man. Mm-hmm. It's good. New York in the house. Yeah. Let me see. Any other questions? Anybody else had a question? I didn't see any other question. No, right?
So you doing breakfast this morning? Because I'm hungry now.
Quick Tea after there. So. Yeah.
No, you going in the kitchen.
I don't know about all of that, but yeah, we'll see. Anyway, guys, it's been real. If there's no other questions, we hope you enjoyed this little brief pop-up session, just from a conversation that we were having.
What covering her face for? Etlin, you married longer than us, okay? Whatever going on between these sheets, you've been doing way longer than us.
Okay, guys, it's been real. See you all, and we will see y'all again soon. All right, peace. Hope this information was helpful.
If you want to see us come back on, please send some hearts. Yeah,
send some comments. Drop in the comments of this or in our DMs or whatever. Any questions you may have, and then we'll probably jump on from time to time.
Yes, Utica, we can provide. She's asking if Quick Tea can provide services when they get here from Antigua. Of course.
We're global, man.
Of course.
We can. Just let us know when you get in here. So yeah.
At least she wants to stay out of your bedroom.
You see, you two always got some story talking. Anyway, like I was saying.
Etlin, go and find your covering.
Like I was saying, before this goes way sideways.
Go.
Any questions you have, drop it in the comments.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, good. Any questions you have, drop it in the comments. Send us some likes and some hearts. Share this broadcast. Anything you want to hear us talk about, business-wise or anything like that, drop it in the comments, and we will go through it and do some pop-ups on some of those topics. Yes. Someone said check your DM. All right, okay, I will check. But check my DM or check Charmin's DM? Which one?
I think Utica messaged me some day ago, but I didn't get a chance
to get back to her. Well then, your DM. All right, not the hand over the mouth.
Not the hand over the mouth.
Yes, the hand
Very
over
good,
the mouth.
Lisbeth. Thank you.
All right, people, it's been real. We love y'all. And we'll see y'all
back.
Again.
We're gonna come back for our married folks. We know that we've been missing in action for a while, but sometimes you need to stay away a little so you can build and come back out again. So
yeah, but we're coming.
We're gonna come back.
We're coming. All right, let's go. Bye. Be great.
Be great. Bye. Peace.